In Risk, the world is your battlefield. You are the general, strategically leading armies across borders, attacking, defending, counter-striking, conquering everything in your path, to take over not just a country, but the entire world. Risk, the game of global domination. Also available for your Sega Genesis system.
Hey everyone, Jay the Weed here, and okay, so you've seen me talk about this on Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and unravel this for you all. This is the 40th anniversary collector's edition of Risk, the game of global domination. Yeah, just like they said in the commercials back in the day. But yeah, it's got 384 metal miniatures. Wow. And as you can see on the back here, it says it's a deluxe collector's edition worthy of an emperor. It's Risk, the game of global domination. To win, you must know when and where to attack and defend. Read your opponents and anticipate their moves. Think like a diplomat, act like a general. For 40 years, Risk has commanded the loyalty of game players across the world, or around the world. Now, its celebrity is honored to this deluxe anniversary edition fans have waited 40 years to own. At your command, 6 armies, 384 strong, cast in metal. Each consists of 53 infantry, 8 cavalry, and 3 cannons. All historically accurate, finely detailed, and individually painted. 6 color-coded drawstring pouches to store your armies. Numbered game board for collectability. The map has been redrawn. Letter of authenticity. Redesigned cards. And 5 specially designed Baldos. The Risk 40th Anniversary Collector's Edition. It's a grand salute to a classic. In commemoration of the 40th anniversary of Risk, the game of global domination. 1959 to 1999. Yes, this actually comes from 1999. Now, there is a 60th anniversary edition of Risk, but it's not as nice and classy as this one. This one's actually more hard to come by, and it's actually more expensive. I paid a relatively low price for this, and as opposed to what it really goes for on there, because I've seen these go for like $500 US easily on websites like eBay. But yeah, I got this at a pretty low price. It's new, it's sealed, as you can see right there. And I didn't see many videos of this on any websites as to what this collector's edition looks like. So we're going to go ahead, open this up, and I'll tell you my final thoughts on it as we go along. I'll tell you my thoughts about it entirely as we go along. So go ahead and open up the plastic. How do you open this? Okay, I mean, the plastic looks like it's you know, it's gotten loose over the years, but hard to say. And come on, there we go. All right, so I know some of you like these collector's edition unboxings. I know people like the Witch on the Holy Knot unboxing, so that was pretty good, and I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. Glad all of you enjoyed that. Wanting to do some more unboxings as we go along on this YouTube channel. But yeah, this is without a doubt one of the things I've been wanting to get for such a long time is this collector's edition. So right there's the wrapping, and this is the box itself. So I'm going to go ahead, open this up, see what is really cool about this. Now, I think, from what I understand, these boards are individually serially numbered, which is what makes this even more special. As you can see, Risk 40th Anniversary Collector's Edition. So, is this a hex fold board? Yeah, it's a hex fold board. Basically meaning it folds into 6 different sections. If we can get them all open. But there was a standard edition of Risk that came out in 1999, but it's nowhere near as special as this. So right there it is. There's the map in all of its glory. I can't really do the justice much with this camera as to how special this board is. But as you can see, it's a fairly nice looking board. As you can see, you got your army counts, army count bonuses like for each of the countries on that side, and then you've got all the countries themselves there. There is a printing error with this board, and that is, if you look right here, let me see if I can get up close and not against the light. If you look up here, there's supposed to be a dotted line in between East Africa and Middle East, and there's not. But technically speaking, in the game, you can cross those. So, if you're trying to play this version, just remember that. And then, I'm just going to pick up the camera here, just to show you all the board, because this is absolutely magnificent. So you see, you got North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and Australia. So, and then you got a nice little compass, all different ocean labels, and then, let's see, what number is that? Oh, it's a relatively low number, if the camera will cooperate and focus. But if you can't read that, and you probably can't because of the light, it says 11099-04514, which means this is the 4,514th board ever produced. So that's real special. Okay, now I'll set the camera back down and fold the board back up, because this is again, this is not really a toy. This is a collector's edition, and I want to keep it as, as pristine as possible. This is more of a collector's edition than the 60th anniversary edition. The 60th anniversary edition's nice and everything. I mean, you get your 6 armies and stuff, but they're all made of plastic, just like the standard edition sets. So, but now the standard edition sets, they only have 5 players, which to Hasbro I think is stupid. Why have 5 players only in the standard edition sets, Hasbro? I mean, come on, you have to cheapen that out so much. I mean, you could easily put a 6th army in there, and it would probably only cost you about, I don't know, 25 cents in parts. Whatever. Anyway, this right here is a letter of authenticity. And it says right here, "Dear Risk enthusiast, for 4 decades the Risk game has commanded the loyalty of game players around the world. Now its celebrity is honored in this deluxe edition. By this letter, we are declaring that you hold in your hands the official Anniversary Collector's Edition, worthy of an emperor. In addition to a redrawn world map, this game board carries its own unique number. For example, the number 71599-00045 means yours was the 45th game manufactured on July 15, 1999. Yours is the only Risk game board in the world with this individual number on it. The gameplay is classic. The edition is spectacular. Enjoy, Parker Brothers Inc." Which, as we all know, at this point they were acquired by Hasbro. They've been acquired by Hasbro since 1991. So, anyway, right here's the instruction manual itself. And it actually shows the original edition of Risk on the front, which is pretty cool. And it says right here, during the 1950s, Parker Brothers formed an affiliation with the Miro Company in Paris for the manufacture and distribution of their games in France. In exchange, Parker Brothers agreed to manufacture and distribute some of Miro's games in the United States. In the summer of 1957, a Mr. Boisseau of Miro approached Parker Brothers with La Conquête du Monde, a game invented by the French writer and movie producer Albert Lemaitre, best known for the award-winning film The Red Balloon. After extensive testing, the French game's rules were adapted for American tastes, and in 1959, Parker Brothers launched the Risk Continental game. In the introduction to the first set of rules, Parker Brothers gamer wrote, "You are about to play the most unusual game that has appeared in many years. It is not difficult, but because it is so different, you will find it worthwhile to read the rules completely through before starting play. No attempt has been made to teach strategy, as each player will develop their own as he or she becomes familiar with the game." 40 years and millions of players later, Risk is still a Parker Brothers classic. Many consider it the classic military strategy game. And yeah, this is actually, when you're thinking about Risk, it's actually the war game. It's the most common board war game out there. I mean, it's probably more played than really Axis and Allies, to be honest with you. And Axis and Allies is real fun. It's real popular, but, you know, Risk tops it. And it's also a lot simpler. In 1993, the rules for the European game variation Secret Mission Risk were added to the game, and you will find them in this book. And while Napoleonic Europe can never change, our perception of the world affairs has. Since 1996, the game has been called Risk, the game of global domination. Whether you want to conquer the world or dominate the globe, we hope you enjoy playing this classic game in the spectacular 40th anniversary edition. And yes, this is again a picture of the 1959 U.S. edition. So yeah, this is really cool, and I like the fact that the manual itself is in full color. It's really cool. It's really stylish. I really like it. It even tells you about how dice and combat works. It's got rules for various different Risk. There's Risk, the classic game, Global Domination Risk, Capital Risk, Secret Mission Risk. I mean, there's different rule variations for this, and then there's interestingly enough, there's actually a thing about Risk tournaments, which I never even heard of. Anyway, so here is what everybody's been looking forward towards. These are the metal miniatures, and as you can see right here, these are as you can see right here, these are the metal miniatures. They are sealed in little blister packs similar to the metal miniatures in the 1999 edition of Diplomacy, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, miniatures are, to be honest with you, miniatures can be, especially if they're metal, they can break easily if you're not too careful. But they are very nice to have. I had a couple of cannons broke in my copy of Diplomacy, and I actually had to find some replacements on eBay, and that was not cheap. So it was cost me about $15 to get those replaced. And that 1999 copy of Diplomacy is not cheap either. I don't know why. Maybe people think that metal's superior, but in all honesty, metal, you've got several problems with metal. Okay, so first and foremost, the paint can flake off and degrade. That's one thing. Second of all, if it's not if it's not molded that well as far as the metal is concerned, it can break. That's the problem with metal miniatures with any kind of game out there. Even Monopoly can have those problems. So, but you know, rarely have I seen Monopoly pieces broken, but I have seen diplomacy pieces broken. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be careful when I'm punching these out later on. But as you can see right here, these are all the little guys. As you can see right there, there's cannons, there's horsemen, there's the infantrymen, all that good stuff. So that's really cool. Alright, so now next we've got the, as I pull this bag open, come on now. Alright, thank you. As I pull these open, these are the drawstring bags, and they are very nice, and they feel very velvety. So, I'm definitely going to be using these to store the miniatures in. So, yeah, as you can see right here, this is actually pretty dang awesome. So, there's that. There are, oh, these are big dice. I didn't realize that. These are the dice for the game themselves. If I can get them open. Well, that sorta opened. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, and I know I didn't put in a Jabletop intro this time around, but in all honesty, I'm still trying to define what my channel's all about and stuff, so I hope y'all understand that. So I may not even do the Jabletop intro anymore, so yeah, these are huge dice. I mean, good gosh, I mean, these are, throw the bones and you kill somebody with those things, I swear. These things are, I'm not joking. These things are freaking huge. I mean, they're absolutely big. So, yeah. Props to whoever thought that up. And now are the cards. And the cards themselves, I mean, why they're not in like a deck pack, I have no idea. But these are shrink wrapped and pain in the ass to get open. But whatever. I'm going to go ahead, get these opened up, and see what all we got here. First, we got our wild card, strategy tips, missions for like mission risk. Mission, conquer the continents of North America and Australia, and then have Interpol on your ass. Yeah, so, yeah, there you go. Eastern United States, Greenland, Western United States, Ontario, Indonesia, New Guinea, Central America. I mean, it's all there. Looks really nice, looks really spectacular. I freaking love what they have done with this. And, you know, and the cardstock's actually really nice. I actually feel it. It's very thick. It doesn't feel like, you know, it could bend that easily. And, yeah, I think that's all well and done there. And then one of the miniatures. Here we go. That's a miniature that, you know, what they look like. They're right there. I guess one must have punched out of the bag or something, but whatever. Alright, so that is everything, I think, with this edition of Risk, and it is. So, I'm just going to go ahead and give my final thoughts on this. I think Parker Brothers and Hasbro did an excellent job with this edition of Risk. It's definitely a collector's piece to behold. I'm glad I have it. This is definitely a treasured possession of mine now. And yeah, there's a lot to love about this set, and the fact that you got male miniatures, I mean, that's just, I mean, come on, it's like the icing on the cake there. But yeah, so that having been said, it's really nice, very nice. It's definitely I mean, yeah, it's a board game, but it's definitely not a kid's toy. You're not going to see... You don't want to see like little kids playing this thing, and then you kind of wonder, wow, geez, this Junior here's got like a real nice set for a Risk game. Yeah, because this is like one of the this is again one of those games. I mean, I love Risk. It's a game for all ages, but the thing is that, you know, with this set, is I guess what I'm saying is, this set is definitely not a toy. This set is definitely something for serious collectors, and it definitely has that feel to it. It definitely has that look to it, and that's what I love about it. Let me see if I can get this box straightened out here. But yeah. Yeah, I know that I've been making a lot of Twitter posts about these games I've been getting, but in all honesty, that's really all I do on Twitter, is that I post about like what games I've got, what anime I got, that sort of thing. And I wanted to do this for a while now because Risk is one of my all-time favorite board games. So this is definitely something that I have wanted to do for a long time. Hadn't had a chance to because, well, I didn't have the money for this yet, but I found this at a good price, a very reasonably good price, I might add. But yeah, this is definitely a sight to behold when it comes down to board games out there. And like I said, Risk is one of my all-time favorite board games. I play it all the time with my family. My parents really enjoy it, and so yeah, this is definitely one game I'm glad to have in my collection, is the anniversary edition, the 40th anniversary edition. I do have the 60th anniversary edition, but like I said, it's nowhere near as nice as this one. The 60th anniversary edition, it does have the original 1957 Le Conquête du Monde rules, but in all honesty, the components, they're the same kind of components that you would find in the standard edition Risk. I mean, even the boxes to keep the plastic soldiers in are still the same cardstock boxes that you got in the standard edition Risk. Only they look a little bit nicer, a little bit flashier. And of course you got the addition of a 6th player, which, come on Hasbro, why have the standard edition have just 5 players when you could have a maximum of 6 players and only spend about 25-50 cents for the parts for a 6th player? I mean, come on. Yeah, I understand that pennies count when it comes down to the manufacture of these games, but seriously, leaving out just the 6th player, I'm sorry, that's taking minimalism and penny pinching at its worst. So that's my honest to God opinion. Of course, nobody's going to be listening to that. They definitely won't listen to it because I'm such a small fry channel. But whatever. I'm pretty much content with you know, the Risk sets that I've got. I've got like I've got the 16th anniversary edition. I've actually got that, as well as the one that I keep forgetting. Winning Solutions Games. They also came out with a really nice one, which has the wooden pieces to it. But it does not have the little Conquête du Monde rules, which is kind of disappointing. But you can easily sub those in, just get a 6th die, and you're fine. Anywho, with that having been said, you know, like I was saying beforehand, if you're definitely looking for an anniversary edition for Risk, get the 60th anniversary edition. It's not too bad. It's relatively cheap. But if you're wanting like the uber nice one, then yeah, get the 40th edition and you know, stick with that. But yeah, but of course, keep in mind, if you try to get the 40th edition, you're probably going to break the bank. But yeah. Aside from that, that's pretty much all there is to it, and I hope that y'all really enjoyed this video. I know it's just an unboxing, and that's why I've been doing. I've been doing unboxing videos and collection videos, and apparently, what seems since I had uploaded the Witch on the Holy Night video, that seemed to have gotten like 24, 25 views within a couple of weeks, which, I mean, for a small fry channel like mine, isn't bad. But I really wish that I had seen like likes and comments on it. I mean, it would have been nice. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. And you know, just, you know, like I said, feel free to post a comment, post whatever you like. I know people, you know, tend to do that anyway when it comes down to videos like this. And yeah, all that having been said and done, that's pretty much all I've got here. I will be doing an anime collection video. I'm going to do a video of my whole anime DVD and Blu-ray collection here soon, as soon as I reach 100 followers on Twitter. So hopefully that's underway soon. But yeah, this has been really nice to have this whole set, and I'm looking forward to playing with this set. That's one thing. That's one thing with me and collector's items, is that while I do try to keep them nice, at the same time I like to enjoy them, because, you know, the thing is that, you know, why own something and you not use it? I mean, stupid. I mean, I can understand, you know, if you have like a duplicate of something and you want to keep it sealed, but you've got one that's already open. But seriously, if you've got like Nintendo games, PlayStation games, even PC games that are unopened and they are sealed in the box, and you're not playing them, or you're not even touching them, you are wasting your time. And you're better off just, you know, selling those things, or going ahead and opening them. And that's my personal viewpoint on it. And I know a lot of people are going to want to lynch and shoot me for saying that, but whatever. Anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and hey, if you're a Risk fan, keep on conquering the world out there, and hopefully, you know, Interpol won't try to get to you. Yeah. That's my old schlocky jokes and all that shit, but whatever. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Keep on dominating the world out there if you love Risk. And I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. So if you have, feel free to, you know, post a like, post a comment. And you know, if you like this content that you've seen, it's absolutely bodacious to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I really do appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, that's all for me for right now, and I'll talk to y'all soon, so take care.